Hi everyone, David MacDonald here from Fitness Calgary. Happy New Year. It's 2016. We've all set our New Year's resolutions, I'm sure. Whether you're one of those people who does it out loud or you do it privately to yourself, we all set a New Year's resolution. I know I have. What I'm going to do actually in future videos, I'm going to share with you some of my own New Year's resolutions that I've set personally as well as professionally. So, first thing we're going to talk about here is we're going to talk about the 3 ways or 3 tips that you can start applying to help you stay on track and make those New Year's resolutions stick. We all know that within 3 weeks of the New Year starting, most people will have fallen back into old habits and old patterns. And you know what? That's not a big deal. That's actually part of the process of change. Okay, the challenge is when we get to that 3-week mark and we fall back into old habits, most people typically will give up or they'll quit and they won't just keep going. We experience this at a gym. You walk into any gym, January 2nd or January 3rd, whatever that first Monday is. Fast forward to the 30th of the month, the gym is, back to where it was, before the new year had started. So we all know that this happens, but we're going to go over 3 things that you can do to stay on track with your New Year's resolutions. Okay? Now, the first thing we all need to do when we want to make a change with something is we need to make a decision. We need to make a decision that we want to make a change. Okay, a lot of people, when it comes to making change, they dip their toes in the water. They're kind of half in, half out. They're putting safety nets in place in case they don't stick with something. They let themselves off the hook. We can't do that. We have to commit to it and we have to go all in. Okay, so making a decision is very important. Now, the reason I use the word decision is because if you translate the word decision back to its roots, back to its Latin roots, it literally means to cut off or divorce from. Okay, so when we're making a decision, we are literally cutting ourselves off or divorcing ourselves off from any other possibility that's out there. And so that's what we want to do when we make a decision. It's not, I might eat healthy, a couple days a week and then a couple days I won't. It's either you're going to do it or you're not. You're either going to eat healthy or you're not going to eat healthy. Now that's not to say that you're going to eat healthy, you're never going to eat junk food again, but this half and half mentality is not going to cut it. Okay, the mentality we bring to our New Year's resolutions really has an impact on whether or not we're going to follow through long term. Okay, so we need to make a decision and we need to cut ourselves off from other possibilities, and we need to really cut ourselves off from any excuses that we're going to make with these resolutions, and we need to go all in, whatever that is. And going all in is going to be different for different people. And that actually segues nicely to point number 2, point number 3, which we will go over after point number 2. But we're going to segue into point number 2, and that's finding accountability. So in order to stay with our New Year's resolutions and to keep that long term and to keep that success going long term, we have to have accountability in place. So that could be working out with a friend, that could be working out with a spouse, that could be joining a fitness facility, hiring a personal trainer, coming to Vitality Fitness and joining our boot camp program. Whatever that's going to be for you, you have to find some system of accountability. If you look at the best of the best in this world, whether it's professional athletes, musicians, actors, actresses, anyone who is at the top of whatever field they're in, they have accountability. They have people to keep them on track. They have mentors, they have coaches. So it makes sense that we would also need that as well, for what we want to achieve. So finding accountability is imperative to stay on track. And the reason being is 95% of people, when it comes to setting a goal or achieving a goal, they're either not going to reach that goal or they're not going to reach their fullest potential unless they have someone beside them holding them accountable to that goal and reminding them of that goal and helping them push through those obstacles when they show up. Okay, and also having someone there that can maybe speed up your success or speed up your progress. That's why a lot of people come here to Vitality Fitness. They come here because they know that if they join this gym, they're probably going to see faster results. They're probably going to see more long-term results than if they tried to go at it on their own, at the gym. So finding accountability can not only help you stay on track, but it can actually speed your progress up. And then number 3 is starting small. So that actually goes back to making a decision when we talked about going all in, committing 100% to whatever it is you want to achieve. Okay, now that's going to be different for different people. My 100% might be different than your 100%, different than, say, Sarah's 100% or John's 100%, but we need to go all in. Okay, so it's different for different people, and part of that is starting small. Okay, small changes for me might be different than what small changes are for you. So if we use the example of nutrition, you know, let's say you want to eat healthier. That's one of your New Year's resolutions. You want to eat healthier, you know, you want to eat less junk food. You might be able to stick with 1 to 2 changes and make that your New Year's resolution. I can't even say that. I keep hesitating. Anyway, so you might want to go with 1 to 2 changes, okay? That might be going all in for you. That might be 100%. Okay, for someone else, it might be revamping your entire diet and following a meal plan. So whatever that is, okay, you want to follow that, you want to implement that, but you want to make sure you're making small changes and manageable changes. And that's going to be relative to the person. Small changes for me, like I said, are going to be different than small changes for you. But at the end of the day, we want to start small, because when we start small, it's not as overwhelming. Okay, and then once we make those changes, once we start seeing some success, we start gaining some momentum, we can start building on those changes. Okay, and we can start gaining more progress, more momentum. Okay, and that's inevitably how you see people lose 60 pounds, 70 pounds, 100 pounds. Is they started small. They didn't try to lose 100 pounds in their first month. They started maybe with the first 5 or 10, and then they built on that. So that's what we want to do. Okay, so to review, we want to make a decision. Okay, we want to go all in. We want to cut ourselves off from any other possibility. We don't want to be, letting ourselves off the hook. We don't want to be dipping our toes in the water, going 50% in and 50% out. We got to go 100% in. Second thing is we got to find accountability. So we got to find someone or something or a group or a gym or a boot camp or a personal trainer to hold us accountable. It could be a friend as well, a family member. And then the third thing we want to do to make those New Year's resolutions stick, finally said it right that time. We want to start small. Okay, so small changes are going to be relative to the individual. Okay, but you want to start small, create some success, and then make that progress and bring it forward with you. Okay, to give you guys another example of starting small, for those of you watching at home who attend our boot camp classes, the odds that you were able to come in here and do full body push-ups and you were able to bang out maybe 15 or 20 in a row, most of you probably weren't able to do that. Some of you can probably do that now though, because you've been coming for a while, and what you ended up doing is you started small. Okay, so you started at a certain level and you were able to build strength. Okay, you were able to build better fitness. You're able to build better core strength, and you're able to build on that success, and now you can do maybe 15 push-ups in a row. So starting small, very important. Small manageable changes today lead to big changes down the road. I'm David MacDonald from Vitality Fitness Calgary. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you soon.